Hey friends, ever wonder if the world around you is more than meets the eye? That maybe the messy, mortal realm we live in is just a shadow of something greater? Welcome to the world of Gnosticism, a wild and mysterious spiritual path from the ancient world that invites us to ask deep questions. Who are we? Where did we come from? And how do we get home? Buckle up. We're about to dive deep. Gnosticism isn't one single religion or church. Rather, it's a loose umbrella of spiritual philosophies and religious ideas that flourished around the first few centuries of the Common Era. What unites these diverse groups is the belief in gnosis, from the Greek for knowledge or insight. But this isn't your everyday kind of knowledge. For Gnostics, gnosis is a mystical, inner knowing, a kind of spiritual awakening that reveals who we truly are. They prioritize this inner, direct knowledge over outward religious rituals, social belonging, or institutional authority. Salvation, for them, was not about rites or dogma. It was about awakening. So, what did Gnostics think about the world? Their worldview was in many ways radical, even rebellious. According to many Gnostic traditions, the material world, everything we see, touch, suffer in, was created not by the ultimate divine being, but by an inferior and often malevolent creator, sometimes called the demiurge. In this view, the physical world is flawed, even hostile, full of decay, pain, suffering, and illusion. Human beings, in the Gnostic mythos, are more than mere bodies. Each person carries within them a spark of the divine, a fragment of the true spiritual realm, trapped in this broken, material world. So salvation, in Gnostic eyes, wasn't about moral codes or rituals. It was about liberation, freeing that divine spark, awakening the soul, returning to the spiritual homeland. Because Gnosticism embraces deep mystical ideas, dualism, hidden realms, divine sparks, much of its teachings came wrapped in mythical, symbolic stories. These myths are not mere fairy tales. For Gnostics, they functioned as maps of inner reality, encoded instructions on how to awaken. One commonly shared story describes a supreme, unknowable God who emanates divine beings, aeons. One such being, often personified as a female figure, acts independently and births the demiurge. This demiurge, ignorant and flawed, creates the material world. According to this myth, humans were formed by the demiurge, but within humans resides a fragment of the divine. Christ, or other savior figures, appears on earth not primarily to offer redemption through death and resurrection, but to reveal to spiritual seekers the knowledge, gnosis, that enables them to awaken, to remember their origin, and return home. In many Gnostic writings, salvation isn't something that happens after death only. It's an inner transformation, a process of awakening while still alive. Gnosticism didn't fit neatly with what became Orthodox Christianity. Its ideas about multiple divine figures, a flawed creator God, and salvation through secret knowledge threatened central Christian doctrines. For instance, many Gnostics rejected the idea of bodily resurrection, including that of Christ himself. Some even believed Christ's material body was merely an illusion, a belief known as Gnosticism. By the late 2nd and 3rd centuries, leaders of what became mainstream Christianity began condemning Gnostic teachings as heresy. Because Gnosticism was never a single organized institution, but a patchwork of secretive groups and writings, much of what we know today comes from their critics. or from rare surviving texts rediscovered centuries later. Though Gnosticism largely faded as a formal religion, its ideas have echoed across centuries. Some scholars trace traces of Gnostic thought in medieval mysticism, mystic traditions, and even modern spiritual and philosophical movements. For many, Gnosticism remains appealing because it acknowledges something many of us feel, that this world doesn't quite feel like home, that there is more to reality than material things, more to human identity than flesh and blood. It offers a narrative. We are more than what we seem. And through inner awakening, we can reclaim our true origin. Whether one agrees with its ideas or not, studying Gnosticism invites big, beautiful questions. What is reality? What is self? What is the meaning of suffering and salvation? So, that's the world of Gnosticism for you. A mystical underground of ancient seekers, thinkers, philosophers who dared to say, maybe this world isn't all there is. If any of this resonated, if you feel curious, uncertain, or just plain amazed, I encourage you to explore more. Maybe read a Gnostic gospel or a modern study. Ask your own questions. Question everything. Because sometimes, the most important journeys begin with a whispered question. What if things are not as they seem? If you liked this journey, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Drop a comment below what puzzled you most, and share the video with a friend who loves mysteries. Until next time, keep seeking, keep wondering. Peace and light.